Okay, we're here with Will Koenig. How you doing, Will?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
Yeah, good. How's your day been?
Doing pretty good.
Cool. Well, I thought we'd start off with some light questions. We put out a question on the Insta stories. See who's curious about you. And first question we have is, what can you eat?
What can I eat?
Yeah.
I can eat most things. The easier question is what I can't eat.
Ooh, okay.
I can't eat wheat. I can't eat dairy or eggs or peanuts. And so, it seems like a lot of stuff is not too bad. I eat a lot of fruit, a lot of meat.
Mm-hmm. What about garlic?
Garlic? They used to be pretty bad. I'm kind of getting over it. I've been eating some. I don't feel great, but I'm doing it.
Cool. Okay, next question from our Instagram story is, which sister is your fave?
Oh, that's a hard one. Which sister is my favorite? I gotta make sure I'm not favorite. I don't know if I have a favorite. My sisters they're identical twins, but they're pretty similar. They're pretty different in a few ways. Sam is definitely more more reserved, I guess. She still is somewhat of an extrovert and loves hanging out with people and stuff, but she's a lot. I would say she's quieter. And then Sid is more. I guess she's more willing to go try new things and do stuff, which I kind of like. Go and just do something, or she's not afraid to try new stuff or go on roller coasters and stuff like that. So I like both of my sisters. I don't know if I could say that I have a favorite.
Okay.
I like both of them a lot.
Yeah, good. Okay, so we're under some crazy circumstances. I would have loved to interview you in person, but unfortunately, we're dealing with this COVID-19 right now. So, what have you been doing to keep busy during this shelter in place?
I've just been trying to find stuff to do. I've been finding quite a bit to do. Been going mountain biking quite a bit. That's been really fun. Throwing knives. I got back into that. I haven't done that for a few years.
Wow, really?
Again. Mm-hmm. Then I been trying a little bit of woodworking and stuff. Just trying to make the best of it. Trying to take advantage of the time I have, just to learn new things that are interesting to me, and just new skills and stuff like that.
Cool. And so, Will, you were pretty involved with school, extracurricular activities, and all of that. So how are you feeling? How are you coping with the rest of the school year officially going to continue online through the rest of the year?
Yeah, so I'm okay with the school part being online. I enjoy going to school and being with my friends, and that's a bummer, but the actual school part, I think it's going to be okay. I don't know, maybe it's different for me because I was homeschooled until 6th grade. I don't know. So maybe I'm used to it, just being at home. But I think it'll be okay, just getting stuff done at home. The thing I am somewhat upset about is sports and track being canceled and extracurriculars like that, because those are seasons that we missed. But, there's nothing we can really do about it. I guess all of us can just, work on improving and getting better by ourselves, so that next year we come back even better.
Yeah, cool. Nice. So I noticed your background is a little peculiar. Where are you right now?
I'm in my basement right now.
Your basement. You know, some have called the basement Will's lair.
That has been said.
Yeah. Why do you think they call it that, or why is it called that?
It's called that just because I have all my stuff down here. I have a room upstairs, but it's very small, very small. And so all my hobbies and stuff I kind of bring down here, my indoor hobbies. So I've got some 3D printers that I've built, and drones and stuff, and just stuff like that I like to experiment with and do.
That's awesome. How long you been experimenting with 3D printers and drones?
Um, it's been a few years with 3D printers. I think seventh or eighth grade, I got a 3D printer. I saved up and bought one, and then about a year after that, I designed one, just built one. Then I didn't get into drones until probably a year and a half ago. And then I built a drone, and that's been really fun, building and racing drones.
Cool. What kind of got you into 3D printing? I mean, seventh grade. I only kind of learned about 3D printing recently. So what got you into it?
I don't know. I've always been the type of person to want to take stuff apart and build new things and just figure stuff out like that. And so I just heard about it, and it really interested me. So I saved up my money.
Awesome. And speaking of putting things together or figuring out how things work, tell us a little bit more about your Ninja Warrior course.
Oh, okay. So I haven't actually used it very much in the last little while, but I used to be very obsessed with the show American Ninja Warrior. And so me and my dad built some of the obstacles up. We had built a tree house at one point, and so up against that we built a warped wall, and then the salmon ladder, and then just some other stuff, and that was really fun.
Hmm. Cool. I love the show too, but I'm not really interested in building a course in my backyard. Where did that passion come from? Where did the determination to have that in your own backyard come from?
So along with like the other stuff, um, one thing I always love to do is just like be outside and do anything active, and I still love doing pretty much anything active. And so I don't know, that just really interested me when I saw that, and I was like, I bet I could do some of that stuff. And so we just were like, oh, I might as well try to build some. And so that was really fun. And I always wanted to be on the show. You have to be 19, I hear. And so it's still a possibility. I haven't, I don't know if I'm actually going to do that, but
Hmm.
you know,
Ninja Warrior Yakima hosted next to the blueberry farm?
maybe.
Could be. Nice. Well, cool. I heard that growing up you were quite the animal person. Has that changed at all or
um, it's changed a little bit. I still really love animals, all sorts of animals. We had goats and sheep and like chickens and ducks and stuff, and that was really fun. In the last few years, we haven't, just because we've all been really busy and just a lot of work,
hmm.
and so we don't have them right now. But I still really enjoy all sorts of animals, and yeah, especially goats. I like goats a lot, and chickens.
Nice. How
If you
are
were to,
you?
oh,
Hmm?
go ahead.
How are you feeling about cats though?
So that's changed a little bit because in that picture I look very happy to be holding all those kittens.
Yeah.
I don't know where you got these pictures, but anyway, I'll be honest with you, I do not like cats.
Whoa.
We still have one cat, she's okay, but pretty much any other cats, I just don't like them. When I'm older, never gonna have a cat unless I'm like forced to. I prefer dogs.
Gotcha. And so, growing up, you took care of a lot of different animals, right? And
Mm-hmm.
we've heard here that you actually would sing to the animals. Do you have any memory of what song you'd be singing to these animals?
So it's not a song I can repeat because I would like I'd make my own songs, and so like when I'd be like milking the goats or something, or just like down there, I was also kind of obsessed with chickens. If you were to ask some of my family, they'd tell you that, and I'd like yeah, I'd like I'd like talk with the chickens and stuff, but then I'd like make up songs and sing them to them.
Nice.
It's a little weird. I was kind of strange.
And are you strange now? You still singing to random things?
I don't really sing. I don't sing to random things too much anymore. I don't talk to chickens anymore. Well, we don't have chickens, so yeah, I was a little weird.
Nice. Cool. Well, I've heard that you're a pretty passionate guy, and I've got to see you expressing your passions, doing different things, from building several 3D printers to your very own warped wall. It seems like there's no stopping you. I have a couple of people that have a burning question. They just want to know what happened with your handwriting.
What happened with my handwriting?
Yeah, it seems that you go above and beyond, but maybe one area.
Huh. So the handwriting, it's not the best. It's okay. So it used to be really bad. It's not terrible anymore. You can read it really well. It just looks terrible. It just looks really ugly. And I don't. My parents don't have the best handwriting, so
Ooh.
maybe it's their fault. I don't know.
Calling them out.
I just have bad handwriting. It's just terrible. Even when I try, I like write slow. Like I went through a little phase where I was like, okay, my handwriting's terrible. I should fix it, and I even like practice, and it's still just as bad. But
moving on a little bit into your later years, tell me about you joining youth group. Specifically, what was being a part of Glenn's class like?
Okay, so joining youth group was interesting. So my sisters were both in youth group when I joined, and so that was kind of nice just to like have people that I knew really well in youth group. But I started making a lot of friends and getting to know people really quick. And Glenn's junior high class, that is that is an interesting place. It's very fun, and it gets a little wild sometimes, for sure. And it was really great. Then also with that, it was really cool with Glenn and Nathan, and just them helping us. And even though we were all crazy and stuff, just always being there for us and helping us have conversations about God and helping us grow in God.
Yeah, I actually got to talk to Glenn a little bit about your experience there, and to be honest, it seems that Glenn might be a little traumatized by your group.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Why would that be?
It was just a crazy time. I don't know. We were all in junior high, and I mean, when you have a lot of junior high boys in one room together for a while, it can get a little wild.
Nice. Do you have a specific time you remember that everyone was being crazy?
Not specifically, because it was like every week.
Oh my gosh. That's awesome. Cool. And so later on through youth group, you had the opportunity to go on a mission trip to Guyana. What was that like?
That was really cool. I got to go to Guyana with my whole family, actually, and then a bunch of other people from the youth group. And so that was really awesome. When we went down there, we did two things. One of the things is we were helping build a church down there because theirs was like rotting and falling completely apart and wasn't safe. And so we were helping build a new one. And then we also helped with VBS in the town. And I was expecting to work a lot more on the building and enjoy that more, but we ended up doing a lot more with the VBS, and that was probably the best part of it. Just getting to be with all the kids and everything. And actually, I think I was 14 when we went. I think so. And I somehow got put in charge of like teaching I think it was like 14 through 17-year-olds like a Bible lesson. And so that was interesting, but it turned out really good, and we got to know a lot of people and make connections with people and just experience new culture, and they're very loving people, and it was really cool to be a part of that.
Well, you've been in youth group for some time now. You'll be a senior next year, right?
Yeah.
Nice. So, what have been some really good moments of learning or moments of growth, either with your friends or spiritually?
So youth group's been a really important part of my life for ever since I've been in it. I would say that overall, one of the most important parts for me was the worship and just doing that. Not necessarily, I wasn't like a part of the worship team until like this last year, but worship's always been really important to me. Super awesome to be with all these people that I've known and my friends and be able to worship God together.
Hmm.
And so that probably the most important part of youth group for me. And then also is making connections with people and growing with people, and um, especially all the guys that have gone through youth group with me, and just getting to know people and connecting.
Hmm.
Really cool.
Awesome. Yeah. And you're in a young men's accountability group. And how has that impacted your life or your walk with God or your relationships with others? What's that been like for you?
Yeah, so that's been really good. It's been definitely hard, and there's been a lot of hard times with our group, and just like learning how to trust each other even more, and just grow together. And but it's been really good and really helpful, and just I would encourage everybody to be able to find a few people that they're really close with and able to share stuff with, because it's just a way that you can hold each other accountable and make sure that you're doing what you can to follow God and grow in that together, and then learn what that means together.
Awesome. Cool. Well, thank you so much for your time. As we're wrapping up, do you have any advice for how people can continue to grow or things that they can do to remain growing during this difficult time?
I would just say, uh, just keep going and trying to connect with people, even though like right now we can't necessarily go meet with people. You can always just text people and call people, and just like even the youth group, we're doing Zoom, and just maintaining those connections and still trying to be there for each other, and growing together. And then what something that I found is that now that I have a lot more time, I have more time to like read the Bible and stuff,
Hmm.
and stuff that a lot of the time I give the excuse I just don't have the time to do it. But now I don't have that excuse anymore, and so it's a great opportunity. And just trying to make the best of everything, and know that even though we're all stuck here and that school's canceled and all the sports are gone and a lot of things really suck, that like those are just things in life that, yeah, they suck, but there's a lot more to life than that. There's a lot that we can make the best of and just enjoy. We can still go outside and enjoy all the beauty that God's created, and just be happy that we're loved by God and that we get to love God and share that with other people.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Will.
Mm-hmm.